Hello, everyone. Welcome to your Tuesday tip with me, Brianna McNerney. I'm so happy to have you here. Thanks for spending your time and attention on this video. And I'm sure you're one of my most cherished people if you're here. So, welcome. Today, I would really like to talk to you about this phenomenon that I've been working on for the last the last few months with my own coach, one of my own coaches, and I've noticed the same thing in a lot of my ideal clients that I've been working with, and even a lot of the people who exist in my inner circle. It's this push pull, this love hate relationship that can come along with money, or let's be real, it can come along with romantic relationships or our relationships with our dreams, even. Um, we feel like we are, always pulling. We're trying to bring these things that we want into our life, and then once they get close, we kind of push them away, whether we realize that we're doing this or not. Um, you know, I think it's pretty common, especially for very creative types of people, for lots of reasons, but it can really sabotage your ability to experience the things that you want to experience, because it leaves you in either it's this constant state of like running away from what you want or running after what you want, but it never leaves you just sitting still, having what you want. So I'd really like to offer an insight today that can help anybody who, is feeling this love hate relationship with money. Maybe any amount of money you get is spent immediately. It comes in and it goes out, and you never get to experience any kind of financial security around it. Or maybe there's a lot of debt that you have that you're attached to, that you're finding it hard to release, and you're always chasing after money to make that debt go away. For me, this always comes up a lot in my romantic relationships. Honestly, it does. That I want. I am chasing after the things that I want, and then you know. It's easy when I start to get those things, I like shut down. This is something that I've really realized a lot lately that I do. Um, or when times get rough. When times get rough, shutting down. That's really the push part, because things are always going to get tough. There's always going to be a rough time before you get the things that you want. Actually, going through a rough time can be a really great sign that you're almost there. It's not the time to retreat, it's not the time to withdraw. That's the time to keep your eye on the prize even more than you had it before. So, like in a relationship situation, that might mean like noticing when I'm about to shut down, you know, making that extra effort to stay open rather, and just stay where I am. Don't even have to pull anything in closer, just stay right where I am. It's funny to watch how that translates into Josh's response to me, because there always is a positive response when I notice this and combat it. And really, the way to combat the push pull when it comes to money or love or your dreams, whatever it is in your life that you can't seem to experience right now, you're always pulling it in, or it seems to be slipping out of your fingers like a dropped touchdown pass or something like that. It seems to always be falling out of your fingers once you get it. Is to notice. The first step is always the awareness. Start to notice, what are you always seeming to be grappling with in your life that you're either, pulling it in, or losing it entirely? What is it that you want more than anything but you can't seem to have? And start to notice this fluctuation of push and pull. And then, from there, once you notice where you're doing it, you can make new decisions. When I notice myself chasing after something and really, putting a lot of mental energy into figuring out how exactly I'm going to try and make something happen, that looks like, taking a step back and just sitting and being, neither pushing nor pulling, just allowing whatever is going on around me to be, knowing that I'm in the right place at the right time and I don't need to chase anything. Or, like I mentioned before, when I feel myself shutting down, that looks like opening up a little bit, even though it feels vulnerable to open up, when it feels like when you want to quit, when it feels like time to shut down. So I would love to hear if this resonated with you. Where do you feel a push pull in your life? Do you feel a push pull in your life? I would love to hear about it, because I know that this is common, but I don't hear it talked about a whole hell of a lot. So you can always leave a comment below. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching it on Facebook, like my business page, find a way to follow what's going on. I'm so grateful to have you here, and I'll see you again next week for your Tuesday tip. Take care.